So that video, that first one about Job, was actually like almost a 10-minute video, but for some reason he put it into almost 3 minutes, and I was like, where did it all go? Everything that I said just went down the drain. So here we go. We're gonna continue on with Job. Ooh, if Lord help me so I can firmly say everything. So anyways, by the end of that video, I was talking about correction. Every true Christian knows that we are getting refined constantly, refining through the fire, because God is molding us, okay, to be more like Him, righteous and holy, overcoming the things that we ourselves, we have no power over. But God gives us strength. Jesus gives us His own Spirit so we can overcome these things, but it's a learning. It's a process. It's a long walk that we're going through with the Lord, because a lot of us, we doubt. A lot of us are like, what are you doing, Lord? We question that. So it's a lot of learning, like kids riding a bike. You fall, you get up. You fall, you get up. You fall, you get up. Going through the fire, so that we come out refined as gold. So, yes, so we have this same God that was who He was then, is what He is still now today. And that's the whole beauty of the book of Job as well. That same God that allowed Job to go through a lot of things, because we're in an evil world, y'all. Everybody in the Bible and everybody on all humanity, we're all going through things. And even when we believe in Jesus, even when we believe in God, we're still going to go through things. We still are going to go through things, And Satan doesn't want you to know that. He doesn't want you to know that he walking to and fro, always planning, never sleeping. That's why we can't sleep spiritually. Bible says, be sober and vigilant. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Yeah. Be sober and vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, is constantly seeking to devour. Constantly. And that's not even an earthly constantly. That's just eternal constantly. Thinking about the spiritual realm, Constantly. They don't sleep. But know that God don't sleep either. But we shouldn't sleep. The only person that be asleep is us. You know what I mean? Which is crazy. God don't sleep. The enemy don't sleep. The only people that be sleeping is us. That's why we gotta be sober and vigilant all the time. Awake spiritually. On our grind with Jesus all the time. All the time, y'all. Not relying on our own strength, but the Lord's strength. Okay? So anyways, going forward, I'm just hyped up right now. So we have that same need for correction. And the fortitude and patience of Job, though not small, gave way in his severe steadfastness and constancy through every other dependence, particularly the pride and boast of a self-righteous spirit, was tried and consumed. So this gave way, okay? Job's faith was fixed upon the coming of his Redeemer. And this gave him steadfastness and constancy. So what does that mean? Steadfastness, I wrote it down, y'all. Strong devotion, giving up the need for constant gratification and replace it with faithfulness and endurance, okay? Get some in my eyebrow. Constancy, not consistency or constant, but constancy is faithful and dependable, enduring and unchanging, okay? So that's how we have to be. And Job had piety. Which is reverence joined with love of God. Properly giving honor and respect, like as one towards parents. And that's why when Job, as soon as his kids dies, I think that was like the final point. Like, my kids are dead. So many people. Like, that's a hard one for people to overcome. Death in the family. And look what Job did after that. He fell down and was worshiping the Lord. He was worshiping the Lord. That's tough. That's some faith. Okay, that's some steadfastness and constancy, just like it said. So anyways, this is another great doctrine of the faith, particularly set forth in the book of Job, is that of providence, God's guardianship. It is plain from this history that the Lord watched over his servant Job with the affection of a wise and loving father. And get this, hopefully this TikTok stuff don't cut me out like last time. But get this, Job's afflictions began from the malice of Satan by the Lord's permission for wise and holy purposes. Wise and holy purposes. So ponder on that. God allows certain things, but for what? Nothing goes without reason. Nothing goes without cause. God has every even minute detail such as this is for wise and holy purpose. So when you think, oh, it's a bet, God was making a bet and he didn't know the outcome of it. No. God does everything for wise and holy purposes. He knows. He knows. He's all-knowing, y'all. All-knowing. And he did this for a reason. This story, what Job went through all ages, helped everyone through all ages, and helped Job as well. And others, okay? Because many people, even you see his friends, were like, a lot of people, when calamity happens to a person, oh man, God must not like this person. That was a lot of people's thought back then. And you see that with when Jesus went to heal, who was it? The person that was blind. And the Pharisees were like, you were born into sin because you were blind, you know, But God's like, I made this person blind for a wise and holy purpose, for such as today, so you can see the power of God. I'm getting hyped up, y'all. Are you getting hyped up? I am. Okay, let's make a part 2 or part 3 because I don't want it to cut off, you know, like the last video.